Your Local 2 Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist John Mayer.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, we are continuing to track some of those thunderstorms out there early on this morning, continuing to see that activity making its way in from the west, pulling into the Trans-Pecos, southeastern New Mexico, and giving us some heavy rainfall and frequent lightning out there. The two major areas that we're seeing this, again, it's southeast New Mexico, Eddy and Lee counties, and then also into the Trans-Pecos, out around the far western reaches of the viewing area is where we're getting this activity. And really, this is a situation where we're seeing some heavy rain and a lot of lightning, so you want to be safe as you head out on the roads this morning. But notice not exactly a lot of activity along I-20. For the most part, we're staying dry here in the basin. It's off to the west where we're getting some of that development out there. Out around Van Horn is where we're seeing most of this rainfall early on today. And then again into southeastern New Mexico, up around Hobbs, we're starting to get some of that rain pulling just a little bit further to the east, making its way through Lee County right now. And again, giving us heavy rainfall in an area that has that flash flood watch in effect. This will be with us only for the next 15 minutes now. It's set to expire by 7 o'clock, but still, this is where we're looking at some of the heaviest rainfall out there, and that chance that we could be looking at picking up a little bit more of that rain, some more wet weather, and seeing some potential flooding on roadways. So just be sure you're staying safe as you head out towards the bus stop, going out towards work this morning. Just be safe during that morning commute. Now, the good news is, as we move through the rest of the early hours, we're going to actually see most of this rain just barely miss us off to the north. The basin barely picks up any of these showers or storms, so the flooding really not going to be a major concern for the rest of us along I-20, but into this afternoon and evening, we get a little bit more back around into the Trans-Pecos around Fort Stockton, off towards Big Spring, out towards the east. We got a few locations where we could pick up some more of that rain a little bit later on today, and so that'll be where we're going to continue to keep our focus out there. But moving forward, not just today, but also tomorrow, when we could see some more of that rain developing for us in our forecast. So we're still looking at least a potential for some more of that rainfall out there. Even if we don't get a whole lot to develop here in the basin today, tomorrow gives us one more chance at a little bit more of that wet weather out there. Now, by Friday, we should begin to dry back out and then cool off in a big way as we move into this weekend. Our winds have been elevated for a good long time now, 10 to 20 miles per hour out there. We're looking at 18-mile-per-hour winds in Odessa Midland, 15 over in Big Spring. Those gusts have begun to pick up as well. 23-mile-per-hour gusts recorded in Fort Stockton and all the way up to 36 over in the Guadalupe Pass. Now, afternoon temperatures have been pretty calm the last few days. The lower 90s, upper 80s. Today, just a little bit warmer, though. We'll be looking at that chance to top out in the lower 90s, 92 in Andrews, 93 Big Spring, 92s in Midland and Odessa. If we can get some of that rain, we would cool down potentially, but it looks like any rain chances that we will see either too early or too late. Here in the basin, they're going to come just a little bit too late for us to really cool off anytime soon. The next few days should be just a little bit warmer out there in the lower 90s from today through Friday. But then Saturday, Sunday, chance for a little bit more rain and highs dropping in a pretty big way. Mid-80s Saturday and Sunday. Much cooler temperatures out there before we see some drying conditions and that chance to warm up just a bit by next week.